After a long journey on foot, a Basilian hieromonk celebrates the traditional Latin Mass at the monastery of Saint Longinus in Italy. The monk felt something heavy in his heart, as he was from the Orthodox tradition. He was not comfortable celebrating the Roman rite in using unleavened bread. The monk always doubted the Catholic doctrine of transubstantiation. During the Mass, when he said the words of consecration, "This is my body, this is my blood," the priest saw the bread change into living flesh, and the wine change into the blood which coagulated into 5 globules, irregular and differing in shape and size. The monk was spellbound by what he witnessed. He was unable to believe his eyes. This miracle was contemporaneously investigated and confirmed by the Church, though no documents from this investigation are present. This, however, was the first recorded event of a person witnessing a Eucharistic miracle. There were multiple investigations into this one miracle, and these scientific findings, to say the least, are dumbfounding. One set of measurements was made in 1574 by Archbishop Antonio Gaspar Rodriguez, who determined that the blood divided into 5 unequal parts that weigh as much altogether as each does separately. This is truly amazing if you think about it. This miracle even goes against the rules of math. The 5 globules, when measured together, give us the same measure as when it is measured separately. To put it simply, we know that 1 plus 1 equals not 1. A 21st century historian of science calls this the miracle of the weights. In 1971, these specimens were analyzed by Eduardo Linoli, a professor in anatomy and pathological histology, as well as chemistry and clinical microscopy, and former head of the laboratory of pathological anatomy at the Hospital of Arezzo. He published his results in 1971. According to Linoli's study, the flesh is human cardiac tissue of type AB. He said that the specimen was from the heart of a man. He said he found proteins in the blood in the same proportions as are found in the makeup of normal blood. This is amazing because it means that the specimen came from a living person when tested. Linoli also found no trace of preservatives in the specimen, again ratifying the validity of this miracle, as it remains the same even after centuries of being open to elements that could have degraded a non-living sample. This again glorifies Jesus Christ's resurrection, as he is still alive. The scientific pieces of evidence prove that he is still alive in the Holy Eucharist. Linoli's analysis was confirmed in 1981 by Ruggero Bertelli at the University of Siena. These scientific shreds of evidence are jaw-dropping, but we should reflect much more about the true presence of Jesus Christ when we go through these miracles. Indeed, he is coming to dwell in our hearts through the Holy Eucharist. The next time you receive the Blessed Sacrament, remember that you are receiving the body and blood of a living person. Our hearts should be filled with gratitude for this ineffable grace that God has graciously given us.